Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing good today. So today we are doing Kaytranada again. I stumbled across this synth loop and just listen to that real quick. And when I heard this, I was like, obviously I gotta do another Kaytranada beat with this, because I made a Kaytranada tutorial like a few weeks back. You can watch that in the top right corner if you want. But you know, I was like, we have to do another Kaytranada beat with this. This just screams Kaytranada. So I'm destined to make Kaytranada beats forever now. But no, let's just get right into it. I mean, first off with Kaytranada beats, we want that thumpy kick, you know, it's very characteristic kick sound. And I'm just gonna search for one and put it in and you'll hear that. So I actually just searched for a thump. As you can see, the kick is also named like thump. And so what I would do here, just, you know, stupidly placing kicks just on every beat, because we have a kick on every beat, just as simple as that. And when you play that, you're gonna hear that already sounds like a Kaytranada beat just from the start. So what is also very important with Kaytranada beat is that we have a lot of ghost kicks, and usually that is before a transition, before a new beat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be in the middle here of the sample. We're gonna take down the volume of that ghost kick, cut that. Okay, so now you see we have this one kick which is on the beat. We have that ghost kick that is not as loud. So when you hear that, it sounds like this. Obviously very characteristic. So we're gonna have that probably also here and here, and one at the end. So we're gonna have it 4 times across this loop. We're not gonna use it every time. We're not gonna use it just one time. You know, there's this, we've talked about this, there's this sweet spot. Very good, very good. Already, I mean, I love this already. I mean, this Kaytranada, it's just that characteristic sound that just sounds great. If you like Kaytranada, obviously, but I assume you do when you clicked on this video. All right, so what are we gonna do next? Maybe some shakers, you know. Let me just look for a loop. Okay, this is perfect. So it's not quite our BPM. I'm just gonna stretch that. I'm doing that by holding Option until this little symbol comes up, and I'm just dragging that over until it hits the line. So that should be. Okay, that's it with the tutorial. I'm just kidding. But I mean, this sounds already sounds great. So yeah, obviously we need a snare. I mean, you could go without snare. It would sound also good. I think he has a few songs that he doesn't use snares at all. But we're gonna use one. Let me just put it in. So I heard this in his new song with Amine, with his Kaytramine, or however you're gonna pronounce that. His collab with Amine. He has these snares. Just listen to that crew. Not the usual trap sound or anything. So now, where do we put this? So I'm hearing this snare just right after the start of the beat. I think we'll just roll with that pattern, just one there and one at the beginning. Boom. And we can also add snares like that. I mean, we can throw in some snares at other places later, you know, but usually to start off, we are gonna stay basic. Okay, next off, open hi-hat, very important as well. You have the characteristic acoustic open hi-hat, so we're gonna add that. So we're gonna have these open hi-hats also at transition points, transitionary points, if that is a word. So maybe here. You see how it leads into the next one? Actually, I think we can combine that with the snare, like. Oh, very nice. I like this. I think that is a good combination of the two. So just on every other. Okay. well, it kind of, it's hard to describe, but it gives that drive and it kind of pulls you into the beat, which I like. All right, very nice pattern. So I think, I mean, the drums are very basic at the moment. We only have open hi-hat, snare, kick, and some shakers. But I think that works pretty well so far, and we'll add the bass, and we can also come back later to add some more hi-hats. I think we will do that. But before we get too complicated and too specific, I think we will first progress with the bass, and then later on see where we can, find some space and places where we can put these additional hi-hats and perks and stuff. So bass, we're gonna go Serum. And I've downloaded this this bass from Splice. And that is a bit long at the moment, so we're gonna just shorten that envelope here and make that velocity a bit more. Nice, I like that. I'm gonna add another envelope here and just give it a bit more attack so it has more bounce. And just take down some gain at the end of the signal. All right, I'm gonna play some bass right now. All right, we need to figure out the chords real quick. Okay, so the whole thing is in E minor. We're going from A minor to E minor and then back to A minor. So nothing too crazy, but that's no problem. All right. I'm not entirely satisfied about how I played this, so I'm gonna adjust a few notes and I'll show you the full line when I have it. Okay, now listen to that. Nice. Okay, so what you can always use with these bass lines is this little pattern that I use here. This is dum 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 dum. So kind of playing around the root note and not always just staying with the root note. And as you can hear, the bass here is very rhythmic. Its main function is in the rhythm and not in the notes that it's playing. Hence the bass is in the rhythm section. But here it's very important that the bass is bouncy and kind of not just plays when the kick is playing, but kind of gives a new rhythm into it and kind of complements the drums in a good way. And I think we did that. Obviously we need some vocal chops, we need some vocal shouts. Let me see what I can find. So first off, very basic, and you can use that basically everywhere. It's just that one note, which is just E. I think we're gonna pitch that up because the progression starts with an A minor. So we're gonna go, 5 semitones up. So we'll land on A. You're never going wrong with anything like that, and especially in Kaytranada beats, you need these A's and R's and whatever. That adds to the whole vibe, and it is very easy to achieve with just the 2 vocal chops. I mean, we could also add this here, but then there's the question if that's too much, and if we want to add another one, we'll see that. But I saw another one. I'm just gonna put that in real quick. I think that will be just at the start of every round of chords, and it also works pretty well with the other vocal that we put in. As you can see, the other vocal is kind of just giving the start, and then the second vocal comes in. You always want to make sure that they don't interfere with each other. Let's just listen to it real quick. Don't look down. Very cool, I like this. Damn. So what I want to do, very important. This sounds very dry now. You can hear it sounds a bit not quite right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add definitely some reverb. Don't look down. Already much better. I like that. And then also, I said this in the other video as well, I want to definitely add some delay to this. Maybe just try 1/8. Very nice. I'm just taking down a wetness because there's too much delay. When the first vocal, the first don't, then the delay kind of interferes with the next phrase that is coming. So we're taking that wetness a bit down. Don't look down. Perfect, right? You can hear it. It sounds a bit, you know, not as near, and it's not a main vocal, but it's more of a vocal effect. And so we're gonna just copy these two effects just onto the other vocal channel. Maybe a vocal for the second. You know, you can see this little gap here. You could add the vocal. I think, let me just see if I can find one. Okay, so I chopped up this loop here, and so it's this kind of hook. Oh, perfect. You know, because I pitched it up, right, it sounds a bit chipmunky, and that is exactly what we want. I mean, in this case, because we don't want it to sound like a hook, right? We want it to be more in the background. I've said this like a million times now. I'm liking this. This is very cool. All right, what I wanted to do is add some more hi-hats, right? We wanted to make the whole drum loop a bit more sophisticated, so that we don't just have this shaker loop just playing. I mean, it does its job and it sounds good. I just want a few acoustic hi-hats here and there. Okay, so I found these two. Right. No special sounds, just closed open hi-hats, yes. Closed acoustic hi-hats. They sound like this. Yeah, right. So, where do we put these? Somewhere like maybe. Maybe I'm just looking at the kicks and trying to put them somewhere in between. Nope, that's not the right one. Maybe it's to use the upper one for now. Okay, maybe like that. Whoa, I'm hearing this like. Hear me out. I think this is gonna be good. Let me just. Okay, can also have them here again. I want more of those. Two pairs of hi-hats here. There's also some space for variation. You know, if you decide at every bar we need a hi-hat, or at every bar we need that, you can also switch it up so it kind of repeats over the whole chord loop, maybe, or the whole chorus, so that the listener isn't always given the same exact drum pattern, so that they notice that there is some variation and that you thought about the drums, right? That you didn't just do one bar and then you copied it for the whole song, so that there went a bit of effort into the song, a bit of thought, and you can do that by, you know, switching up some hi-hats here and there, maybe just throw in an unexpected snare, maybe. There's a lot of options that you have. Nice. You know, I like it. Okay, cool. Very good. I like this. I like that we have this shaker, but also some acoustic hi-hats. Open hi-hat is always a way to go. Ghost kicks is important. Synth pad. I mean, this just screams straight Kaytranada. I said that in the beginning, sorry. Bass, you need the bouncy bass and a thumpy kick, and then you're good to go. I mean, so before I play you the full beat again, I will add some colors to the regions as usual. But no, if you enjoyed this tutorial, show it by liking this video or subscribing to the channel. That would definitely be cool. If you like these kind of vibes, R&B, trap, house, you would definitely like my own music. I make original music on Spotify with my friend. She sings and we do it together. We're working on another song that is coming out this summer, definitely. So yeah, if you like these songs, that is definitely a recommendation from my side. That'd be cool if you check that out. But obviously, if you don't want to, you don't have to. So yeah, I mean, if you have any suggestions for future artists that I should make that kind of fit that mold, or even ones that don't fit the mold, I would definitely take a look at it. And maybe I can do a tutorial on that. Would definitely appreciate that. And if you have in general some feedbacks on these tutorials, I would definitely appreciate some feedback. What I can do better, what I can improve, what you like. Yeah. All right. So enough of me talking. I will play you the full beat, and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao.